1, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sidelines. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Ayo Dosunmu.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Kevin Huerter is out there with Buzelis. And it's Smith in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Pelicans, Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. Trey Murphy is out there with Fears. And it's Messi in at the 5, down low. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Now here's Williamson. Shot clock at 5. There's a screen. Here's Fears. Offline with his 3. And the Bulls with possession. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
To Williamson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Stan, the NBA equivalent of a human wrecking ball, that is Zion Williamson. When he's on the floor, that is.
Well, absolutely. The only problem that Zion Williamson has really had in this league is staying healthy. He is virtually unstoppable going to the basket and an extremely underrated passer who creates a lot of great shots for himself and his teammates.
First free throw is good. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
And both free throws good for Williamson. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
Now here's Huerter. Last game he had 10 points. Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Over Fears. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that one is good.
You got to have some touch as a guard. Fears showing off there with the floater.
Pass to Buzelis. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Buzelis has got 5 points so far. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Giddey. 33 points last game. Right side, White. Pass to Huerter. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Giddey. Buzelis sets a screen for Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key. And it comes off the front of the rim. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside, Jones. Williamson double team. This one for three. Rebound by Smith. Chicago leading. Up top, Huerter, defended by Jones. Jones against Huerter. Smith sets the pick for Huerter. Count it from 12.
Well, for a knockdown shooter like Huerter, those middies must feel like layups.
And here is Williamson. 38 points for him last game against Atlanta. Pass to Jones. Shoots the three. Hits the three-point bomb. And that makes it a tie ball game.
This speaks to how confident Murphy is. Excellent at recognizing when to take these shots.
Outside, White. And Jeremiah Fears gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Now, Buzelis. He had 22 points in the win against Washington. 5 to shoot. Here's Giddey. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at New Orleans. Lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Over to the left wing. Back to Williamson. The shot. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Trey Murphy.
Well, it took a little while, but White has established himself as a big-time scorer, and he does it from all 3 levels.
And that one falls for White. And even though we're very early into the season, Stan, what do you make of the top teams in the league so far?
Well, Kevin, there's some that have definitely impressed me so far, but it's a long season. I want to see if those at the top can keep playing at that level throughout the year.
And both free throws good for White. An efficient score, Kobe White, effective with or great without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
And Williamson gets it to go.
Yeah, the idea of a guy the size of Zion pulling off a move like that is frightening.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. Huerter against Jones. Pass to Smith. Here's Giddey. Smith sets the pick for Giddey. Clock at 6. And he dunks it down.
That is Giddey at his best, using his long strides to get to the rim.
Here's Fears. Last game, 26 points. Now, Misi. Now, Fears. with the dunk.
Smart move by the rookie Fears, passing it out of that pick and roll.
White with it, coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Four on the clock. Smith sets the pick for White. Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Well, this is what this team wants from Smith on offense. Using his height to rescue the miss and finish strong.
3 on 3. And White, the bucket on the assist from Giddey.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Williamson looking it over. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, that's Zion's bread and butter. Absorbing and dishing out contact inside.
For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Smith outside. Back to Giddey. Outside, White. 6 to shoot. And he can't bank that one in. The Pelicans trail. Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
Here's Giddey, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Pass to Huerter. Back to Giddey. Outside, White. Smith sets the pick for White. Off target from outside.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Williamson right side. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, Fears. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Outside, Jones. Here's the screen. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Bulls. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's White. Takes it inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. White's got 6 points.
Well, at first, White shows the burst, then the control off the drive.
Pelicans trail by 4. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So for the Pelicans, Bays checked in for Jones, and it's Jose Alvarado in for Fear.
Substitution on the court.
Alvarado finds Misi. Here's Alvarado. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And the Pelicans miss again. The Bulls leading by 4. Williams dishes to Jones. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Alvarado. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Back to Bay. Williamson outside. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Jones. He had 10 points in the win against Washington.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters.
Steps back. Here's Dosunmu. Chicago again turning it over. And we get a break in the action. Let's check out the leaders in steals. Well, you take a look at Jones, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Phillips, he's checked in for the Bulls. Kobe White comes in for Isaac Okoro. Pelicans trail by 4. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, there was a bit of uncertainty over the summer about whether the Bulls would stick with Billy Donovan or not. He also received some interest from the Knicks, but that was cleared up when the organization chose to extend him on a multi-year deal. It cements his role with the team as they continue to build. Guys, the Bulls have committed to Billy Donovan for the long haul.
He knows his stuff. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Here's Alvarado. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, guys. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you.
All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And it's Williams with the ball for the Bulls. 6-point game. Williams sets a screen for White. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Jones. For 3, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hawkins against White. 12 seconds left in the first. 5 on the clock. The 15-footer doesn't go for him.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Bulls lead by 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
You've got Saddiq Bey, and it's Queen in at the 4 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Chicago leading by 7. Now here's White. Williams sets a screen for White. Here he goes. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
And how about the numbers here for Jones? He's right around 13 points a night, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yeah, you need someone who can organize that second unit and keep things moving along. A tremendous asset, highly valued by a coaching staff.
Hawkins checked in for New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 7. Here's Queen. Nothing on the board. And here's Hawkins. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Outside, Jones. Back to White. The tray. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Well, if you give White room to shoot from deep, he will torch you. He's so confident pulling the trigger.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And the basket by Alvarado.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Jones. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Here's White. They lead by 7. Hawkins with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Matkovic. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Stan Patrick Williams has established himself as a 3-and-D player out in the wing.
Well, look, Kevin, the one thing you know you're going to get out of Patrick Williams every night is a great effort at the defensive end of the floor, and that's a great starting point. So when you put him in a game, you know darn well he's going to help you defensively, not going to make many mistakes offensively, and then it just comes down to how well is he going to shoot the ball.
Williams with the block, and they're able to recover. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Dosunmu, the pass to White, and he finishes nicely on the layup. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Pass to Hawkins. Bey with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Atlanta. Here's Queen. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. And it's White with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And here's Jones. Outside Williams. Pass to White. And White with the stuff.
Well, we've really seen White raise his game as a scorer. He can be relentless at times, like right now.
Pelicans trail by 9. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Josh Giddey's checked in for Chicago. And so here is New Orleans. They trail by 9 points. And the dunk by Williamson.
That's a high percentage play. Zion is a dangerous lob threat.
And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. And stolen by Williamson. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul. Yves Missi, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Number 21, Yves Missi.
Williamson, the pass to Jones. Here's Spears. Williamson from long range. They grab their own miss. And Missi throws it down.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And Chicago has possession. The Pelicans make their last shot. Here's White. Outside Williams. Pass to Okoro. Just 4 to shoot. And Giddey gets it to go.
Look, if Giddey can be a consistent off-ball threat, watch out.
Pelicans trail by 8. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Now Giddey. He has 5. Williams sets a screen for Giddey. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, the lead dwindling quickly here now as the turnovers have robbed them of their momentum.
Chicago making some changes. Smith checked in for Patrick Williams. And Buzelis subbed in for Okoro. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Pass to Missi. And here is Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, we'll never get tired of those dunks from Zion.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Chicago leading by 4. Now here's Dosunmu. Now White. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Well, this is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter 2.
To the inside. Here's Williamson. Williamson double team. Pass to Alvarado. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Giddey. Chicago has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Yeah, keep it simple. Get Smith the ball near the rim. Good things will happen.
And so here is New Orleans. 8-point game. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Williamson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Bulls. Smith's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, White. Here's Buzelis. Covered by Williamson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
The free throw drops for Buzelis. And unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talents, but the stars have yet to align.
Trey Murphy's checked in for Jose Alvarado. Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Messi with the ball. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Fears. Giddey defending. Launches it. It's rebounded by Huerter.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Puts it up from 12. Giddey no good. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans, trailing by 10. Floats it up for Williamson. An emphatic LU jam.
Yeah, what a great target Zion makes for on the lob. Nobody's going to get to the ball except him.
Here's Giddey. He's got 5. Pass to Dosunmu. They set the pick. Lets it go with a 3. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Giddey. Chicago leading by 8. Here's Buzelis. He has 7. Pass to Dosunmu. Huerter with it. Now defended by Williamson. Stolen by Jones. Now Fears. Giddey defending. Here's Williamson. Kicks it out to Jones. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Here's Buzelis. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. It's good.
Obviously, Huerter's focus offensively is on the outside, but his touch translates into the paint as well.
Here's Williamson. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. The coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Bulls making a change here. Jones is checked in. And how about we check out the group of rookies with the best percentages from the charity stripe this season. Fourth, Jeremiah Fields.
And really, he needs to continue getting to the free throw line as much as possible because he's pretty deadly once he gets there.
Chicago leading by 8. Giddey kicks to Huerter. Pass to Jones. Smith sets the pick for Huerter. And another miss by Chicago.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Now Fields. On the wing, Jones. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Down to 5 on the shot clock. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Bulls have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Screen by Smith. Giddey the pass to Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
Well, Giddey looks so comfortable running these sets. Sees the floor well, makes good decisions.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Let's give our huge New Orleans welcome to the Pelicans squad.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Huerter. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging 13 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition. The building out part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward. Back to you, Kevin.
Taking the long view. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Smith. The Pelicans make their last shot. Left side, Jones. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, even though he's just 6'1", Jones is confident inside. Doesn't fear going up amongst taller players.
And so it's New Orleans with it. It's a 10-point game. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Jones with the bounce pass. Giddey sets the pick for Huerter. Back to Giddey. And he goes in for the dunk.
Hey, that's an aggressive move by Giddey. You love to see it.
There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Fields. Defended by Jones. Fields' shot is off.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Smith left side. Here's Huerter. Good D by Jones. Now Fears. Over Jones. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with Coach Brago. Coach, in the first half, it seemed like the miscues fueled the other side offensively. What did you see?
Yeah, a couple runs there that, hurt us for them. We got to keep them off the free throw line. The transition game, we got to keep them out of our paint, rebound, and push it at them. We're turning the ball over a little too much on the offensive end.
Sounds like your players have their work cut out for them. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Chicago Bulls.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, they'll be facing a team that's had a little better year. But this game is winnable if they bring the energy.
Oh, they're going to need more than energy, Kenny. There's a talent gap here.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Taking a look at the Bulls. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Buzelis out there with Jalen Smith. And it's Huerter in at the 3. And it's White missing. The Pelicans shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. An impressive rise for Trey Murphy. From a no-star prospect stand in high school to now showing flashes of star potential in the NBA.
Well, look, Kevin, there are guys like that, and Trey Murphy's been one of them. And what you don't know, certainly when they're in high school, is how much of a worker they are, how coachable they are, and how much improvement is out there for those guys. With Trey Murphy, it just hasn't stopped.
That free throw good from Williamson. And Greg, while they need more star talent, the Bulls have had only one top 5 pick in the last 17 seasons.
Yeah, it's like being on the treadmill of mediocrity, right? When that's the case, you've got to outperform your draft position. They've had some good picks in that time, but really no all-stars.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And you look at Zion, his combination of size, speed, and strength can be extremely difficult for a defense to have to deal with.
Now here's Huerter. Over Williamson. Huerter with a terrific move and the bucket. Huerter's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls. Here's Fears. Giddey defending. Williamson outside. Pass to Fears. 4 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Fears with it. Williamson outside. Williamson a screen on White. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Williamson. Pass to Nisi. Fires the 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket.
Yeah, if Zion gets a runway, nothing is going to stop him.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Giddey surveying the D. Smith right side. Pass to Huerter. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Chicago, Kevin Huerter. At the line for 1.
You know, Stan, Kevin Huerter is a pretty big celebrity at his old high school.
Well, for good reason, Kevin. I mean, this is a guy who's risen to great success in the NBA. And so when he goes back home, everybody wants to be the next Kevin Huerter.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 21. Williamson double team. Shot clock at 2. Pierce's shot is off.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Huerter passes to Giddey. And here's Smith. Nisi grabs the rebound. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Now here's Williamson. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. It's rebounded by Huerter.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Giddey the pass to Smith. To the middle. Jones against Huerter. Stolen by Jones. Pass to Fears. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
My favorite thing about Jeremiah Fears, he has a knack for coming through in clutch moments, and you need that from someone who's naturally ball dominant.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
That one misses. The Bulls leading by 15. It's White on the wing, defended by Jones. Here's Smith, and he converts the layup. Smith's got 8 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now here's Williamson. He's got 21. Pass to Jones. Here's Fears. Giddey defending. Now Fears. Jones sets the pick for Fears. And Jones slams it in.
Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Now here's White. 15 points in the game. Smith sets the pick for White. Going inside. Back to Smith. Clock at 4. Pass to Buzelis. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Here's Giddey. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Nisi's got 8 rebounds in this game. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Fears. Giddey defending. Pass to Williamson. 6 to shoot. From downtown. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. 12 points for him.
Well, Murphy essentially lives on the arc. His job is to provide his team with consistent outside shooting. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Pelicans trailed by 14. Williamson outside. Pass to Fears. Outside, Jones takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And here is Giddey. 7 points in the game. Outside, White. And Buzelis gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Pelicans making a change here. Dave's checked in.
Now into the lineup for New Orleans. Number 41.
New Orleans has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Inside, here's Jones. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
The Bulls leading by 12. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Well, look, their ball security has been non-existent. They have to calm down and do a better job taking control of the ball.
He's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And here's a rundown of the rookies already having a huge impact in their first season. These are the NBA's rookie scoring leaders. Jeremiah Fears is second.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I've got to say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
Outside, White scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Right to the hole. White was ready for anything that came his way.
Here's Fears. Bay with a screen on Giddey. Pass to Bay. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Messi. Outside, Jones puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now Fears. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Kicks it out to Jones. Down low, it's tipped. Here's Messi, and he uses the glass on the layup.
If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Chicago leading by 15. Outside, White. Back to Giddey. Pass to Dosunmu. Out to White. Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Fears with it. Pass to Bay. Over Buzelis. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Dosunmu finds White. Got a hand on it, and they'll get another chance. Giddey, no good.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Bay with a screen for Fears. To the wing right side. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Smith's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Bay against White. Pass to Smith. Plays it up off the glass. Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Right wing. 1:51 left to play in the third. Clock at 6. Now here's Williamson. Defense right on him. No good that time. Chicago leading by 17. Kicks it out to Jones. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Williamson in the post. Defended by Dosunmu. That one goes in.
That's a good find from Zion, showing off his vision there.
With the assist.
1:09 left in the third quarter. Jones looking for an opening. Left side, Williams. Top of the key, Dosunmu. The 19-foot shot. That one good for 2. Dosunmu's got 7.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Williamson. Now here's Bay. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Number 5, Devon Carter.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. 17-point lead, their biggest. Outside, Jones. He got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Chicago Bulls feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Saddiq Bey is out there with Jose Alvarado. Then there's Williamson. And it's Queen in at the power forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
Now here's Dosunmu. Defense is right there. Williams a screen on Bay. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Pelicans with the rebound. Pass to Williamson. Back to Bay from outside the arc. And Okoro pulls it down. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 17. Dosunmu. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Jones, the pass to Dosunmu. To the inside. Here's Williams. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
My
goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here's White. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Williams sets a screen for White. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, there you see the skill of White, able to float the ball into the basket.
Now here's Williamson. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Alvarado passes to Williamson. Five on the clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Williamson's got 23 points.
An incredible night for Zion. Exactly what we expected, and maybe even a little more.
The Bulls leading by 17. Outside, Jones. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Steve Messi, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Chicago also making a switch. Giddey's checked in. And that one falls for Jones. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
And here is Giddey. And stolen by Bay. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Pass to Matkovic. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Jones. It's White on the wing. Williamson with the block.
Great timing by Zion. Met him near the rim.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite.
Bulls making a switch here. Okoro's checked in. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. 4 on the clock. Giddey. And the Bulls with another miss.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Now Alvarado to the middle and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. The Bulls leading by 16. Outside, White. Pass to Giddey. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Matkovic with the rebound.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Williamson outside. Back to Alvarado. And the 3 off target. Bulls have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Dosunmu. Good work there as it goes. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Alvarado with it to the paint. Here's Messi. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And it's Giddey with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Outside Williams. Back to Giddey. It's stolen by Alvarado. And now the Pelicans on the break. On up the court. And good that time. Vucevic has got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Giddey. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So for the Bulls, Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Williams. Buzelis comes in for Okoro. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Dosunmu. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Now here's Giddey. Here's Buzelis. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Now here's Williamson. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Here's Williamson. They set the screen. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Free throw, no good for Williamson.
Well, the bottom line is this. When Zion Williamson is healthy, he is very tough for defenses to handle. You have to be very clear on your plan or he'll destroy you.
Now here's White. Back to Giddey. Just 3 to shoot. over Fears. Giddey, no good. Pelicans trail by 14. Williamson outside. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Misi. Comes up empty down low.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Picked away. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Throws down off the coast-to-coast drive.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
Here's White. The Pelicans make their last shot. Here's Buzelis. And here's White. Shot clock at 5. Banked in off the glass. White's got 21 in the game.
You gotta commend the concentration White showed there. He doesn't get thrown off kilter easily.
Pass to Misi. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Bulls leading by 12. Now Giddey. And yes, it's good.
Oh, Giddey takes the hit and still finishes inside.
Here's Fears. Giddey defending. Williamson outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Smith's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Pelicans trail by 16. Fears with it. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to White. In the corner, it's Buzelis. And it's off from three-point range. New Orleans has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Huerter there for the rebound.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
White outside. And they pick up the 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
They trail by 18. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, Josh Giddey.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. Here's Fears. Giddey defending with the drive. Count it!
This is Fears at his best, using that elusive speed of his to inflict damage on the drive.
Here's White. Here's Giddey.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Just 4 to shoot. Now Huerter takes the 3. That does not go. 1:52 left here in the fourth quarter. Williamson outside. Oh! Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Some of the moves Williamson pulls off are just insane. There, the D didn't know what to do.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Giddey. Williamson there for the rebound. Pelicans trail by 14. 1:29 left to play in the final quarter. Down low, gets it to go.
Well, Zion's so hard to deal with inside, and he'll make the right play almost every time.
Here's White. Now here's Giddey. Smith on the wing, defended by Misi. Here's Giddey. The 3 is off.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bulls.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Josh Giddey.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Misi. Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Jalen Smith. Taking 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Yeah, a solid rotational big man. Jalen Smith understands his role on this team. Rebound, defend, score a bit.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 7. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Can't get it to go. And it's Giddey with the ball for Chicago. They led the game at 1 point by 20. So the Bulls win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now, our player of the game, Josh Giddey.